Am I the only one that didn't know the parable of the talents is a financial game changer? The parable of the talents isn't just a story, it's a blueprint for financial success. Overcome fear, take bold action, and grow what you've been given. Unlock timeless financial wisdom with us. Remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos. If you have any suggestions for financial literacy topics, please leave a comment. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. Look in the description below for wealth building tools and income opportunities. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a parable about stewardship and making the most of what you've been given. These ancient tales hold wisdom that's just as relevant today as it was centuries ago. We're bombarded with so much financial advice these days, it's easy to lose sight of the fundamentals. That's why today, we're going back to basics. We're exploring the timeless wisdom of the parable of the talents. It's a story that challenges us to think differently about our resources. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive in. The parable of the talents is a story told by Jesus in the Bible. It's about a wealthy master who entrusts his servants with different amounts of money, called talents, before going on a journey. Two servants invest wisely and double their master's money. The third servant, paralyzed by fear, buries his talent, hoping to avoid any risk. This decision reveals a lack of trust and a misunderstanding of the true purpose of the resources entrusted to him. You might be thinking, what does this parable have to do with managing money today? Well, it's more relevant than ever. The talents represent our skills, passions, time, and relationships. Are we burying our talents out of fear, or are we investing them in something bigger than ourselves? This parable is a powerful reminder that we've all been entrusted with something valuable. The question is, what are we doing with it? Imagine a wealthy master about to embark on a long journey, entrusting his three servants with a portion of his wealth. To the first servant, known for his diligence, he gives 5 talents. The second servant, recognized for his dedication, receives 2 talents. This act was about empowering his servants, giving them a chance to prove themselves. The master wasn't looking for blind obedience, he was looking for initiative. The stage was set, and the servants were left with a weighty decision. The first 2 servants didn't hesitate. They saw the talents as seeds of potential, opportunities to create something bigger. The first servant, with his 5 talents, immediately set out to invest wisely. The second servant did the same with his 2 talents. Their days were filled with activity, calculated risks, and strategic decisions. They poured their energy into their endeavors, driven by a desire to honor their master. Despite challenges, they persevered, focused on multiplying their master's wealth. The third servant, however, reacted differently. He received 1 talent but felt overwhelmed. Fear gripped his heart, and he saw the talent as a burden. He feared failure and imagined losing the talent. This fear paralyzed him, preventing him from considering possibilities. He chose inaction, burying the talent to avoid risk. He convinced himself he was protecting his master's investment, but in his fear, he missed the opportunity for growth. Time passed and the master returned. The first 2 servants approached with confidence, having doubled their master's money. The master praised their diligence and faithfulness. Then came the turn of the third servant. He explained how he had buried the talent out of fear. The master's countenance changed. Disappointment and anger washed over him. He rebuked the servant for his lack of trust and understanding. The master saw not just a buried talent but buried potential, a wasted opportunity. Let's break down the parable of the talents for today. The distinction between the servants who took action and the one who didn't relates to how we handle our finances. Saving is like what the third servant did. He buried his talent thinking he was playing it safe. Saving money is important, but money in a low-yield account isn't growing. Inflation eats away at its purchasing power. Investing, like the first 2 servants, multiplies value. When you invest, you're buying something that will increase in value over time. Investing involves risk, but doing nothing is also a risk. Remember, even the third servant took a risk by doing nothing. Let's talk about the power of compounding. Compounding is like magic, turning small efforts into significant growth over time. Imagine investing $100 today, earning a 10% return. Next year, you earn a return on the new amount. Over time, returns snowball, creating exponential growth. The servants who invested their talents set in motion a cycle of continuous growth. By understanding compounding and investing consistently, you can build real wealth. Let's address the elephant in the room: risk. Investing involves risk, but understanding risk is the first step to managing it. Doing nothing, like the third servant, is also a risk. The key to successful investing is understanding your risk tolerance. Educate yourself about different asset classes and market conditions. Build a diversified investment portfolio to mitigate risk. Diversification ensures that if one investment doesn't perform well, others can cushion the blow. The parable of the talents is about potential. The master entrusted his servants with talents because he believed in their ability to grow them. You have unique talents and resources to build a better financial future. Don't let fear hold you back. Identify your goals and create a plan to achieve them. Whether it's saving for a house, paying off debt, or retiring early, having a plan will help you stay on track. Let's talk about fear. Fear holds many people back from achieving their financial goals. The third servant was crippled by fear, choosing inaction. Fear can be paralyzing, keeping you stuck in a cycle of inaction. The biggest risk with your money is doing nothing. Inflation will chip away at your savings, and you'll miss out on growth opportunities. How do you overcome fear? By arming yourself with knowledge. The more you understand about personal finance, the less intimidating it becomes. Remember when you first learned to ride a bike? It was scary at first, but with practice you gained confidence. Investing is similar. Start small and gradually expand your knowledge. Read books, listen to podcasts, take online courses. Focus on one concept at a time, master it, and then move on. Before you know it, you'll feel more comfortable managing your money. Replace fear with confidence through education. One of the biggest misconceptions about investing is that you need a lot of money to get started. That's simply not true. Remember, the second servant in the parable only had 2 talents, a smaller amount than the first servant, yet he still managed to double his master's money. The amount you start with is less important than the act of starting itself. Even if you can only invest a small amount each month, the power of compounding will work its magic over time. Think about it like planting a seed. A tiny seed might seem insignificant, but with consistent watering and nurturing, it can grow into a mighty tree. The same principle applies to your investments. Start by setting aside a small amount of money each month, even if it's just $50 or $100, and automatically invest it. As you become more comfortable and your income grows, you can gradually increase your contributions. Remember, managing your money effectively is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a journey of continuous learning and growth. There will be ups and downs in the market, moments of doubt and uncertainty, but by staying the course, by remaining committed to your financial goals, you can weather any storm. The parable of the talents teaches us that we are all capable of achieving financial success. We've all been entrusted with talents, with resources that we can use to create a better future for ourselves and our families. Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace the challenge, seek knowledge, and take that first step towards unlocking your financial potential. The rewards are well worth the effort. The parable of the talents isn't just a nice story, it's a direct call to action, a powerful reminder that we are all entrusted with something valuable. It's a reminder that we've all been given something, talents, resources, opportunities, and it's up to us to decide what we're going to do with them. These gifts are not meant to be hidden away or squandered. Are we going to bury them out of fear and insecurity? Or are we going to invest them in a way that honors the giver and creates a multiplying effect? The choice is ours, and it carries significant consequences. You see, folks, we're not talking about just money here. We're talking about the essence of who we are and what we can offer to the world. We're talking about our time, our skills, our passions, our relationships, everything that makes us who we are. These are the true treasures we possess. Are we using those things to their fullest potential? Are we pushing ourselves to grow, to learn, to expand our horizons? Are we investing in ourselves, in our communities, in causes we believe in? Are we making a conscious effort to contribute positively to the world around us? Or are we letting fear and complacency hold us back? Are we allowing doubts and uncertainties to paralyze us, preventing us from taking that crucial first step? The master in the parable wasn't content with his servants simply burying his wealth. He expected them to take initiative, to be proactive, to make the most of what they had been given. He wanted them to put it to work, to take risks, to believe in their ability to create something more. This is a call to action for all of us. And guess what? That's what God wants from us too. He wants us to recognize our potential and to act on it with faith and determination. He's given us unique gifts and talents, and He's cheering us on to use them, to step out in faith and make a difference in the world. Let's not let these gifts go to waste. Let's invest them wisely and watch them grow. Now I know what you might be thinking, Alfonso, that's all well and good, but where do I even start? It's a common question, and you're not alone in feeling this way. And you know what? That's a fair question. It's completely normal to feel a bit lost at the beginning. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when it comes to finances, especially if you're starting to invest for the first time. The world of finance can seem like a maze of numbers and jargon. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be complicated. Breaking it down into manageable steps can make a huge difference. Remember, the first step is often the hardest. It's the initial leap that requires the most courage. But once you take that step, the momentum will start to build. Each small action will lead to another, creating a chain reaction of progress. So what's one small action you can take today to invest in your future? It could be as simple as jotting down your financial goals. Maybe it's setting up a budget, opening a retirement account, or even just researching your options, or talking to a financial advisor. Getting professional advice can provide clarity and direction. Whatever it is, don't wait for the perfect time or until you feel ready. The perfect moment rarely comes. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. This old proverb reminds us of the importance of starting now. The second best time is today. Taking action today sets the foundation for future growth. Remember the story of the two servants who invested their talents. They took risks and made decisions with the resources they had. They didn't have it all figured out from the start. They faced uncertainties and challenges. They made mistakes. They learned along the way, but they never gave up. Their journey was filled with learning and growth. And because of their persistence, their faithfulness, they experienced incredible growth and were richly rewarded. Their story is a testament to the power of taking that first step and staying committed. Here's the beautiful thing about investing your talents, whether they're financial or otherwise, it creates a ripple effect. This ripple effect can touch countless lives, spreading positivity and growth in ways you might never have imagined. When you invest in yourself, you become better equipped to invest in others. Self-improvement is not just a personal journey, it's a communal one. The knowledge and skills you gain can be shared, lifting others up along with you. When you pursue your passions, you inspire those around you. Your dedication and enthusiasm can ignite a spark in others, encouraging them to follow their own dreams and aspirations. When you use your resources to make a difference, you create a legacy that extends far beyond yourself. Your actions can set off a chain reaction of goodwill, influencing future generations to continue the cycle of giving and caring. Think about the joy the master experienced when he saw that his servants had multiplied his wealth. It was a testament to their hard work, dedication, and the trust he had placed in them. It wasn't just about the money itself, it was about the faithfulness and the growth he witnessed in his servants. Their success was a reflection of their commitment and the positive impact they had on their community. And that's the kind of reward that truly matters, the satisfaction of knowing that you've used what you've been given to make a positive impact on the world. This sense of fulfillment is far more valuable than any material possession. So often, we get caught up in the pursuit of material wealth, thinking that's the key to happiness. We chase after money, status, and possessions, believing they will bring us joy. But true abundance is about so much more than money. It's about the richness of our relationships, the depth of our experiences, and the love we share with others. It's about living a life of purpose, of generosity, of making a difference in the lives of others. When we give of ourselves, we receive so much more in return. And that's the kind of wealth no one can ever take away from you. It's a wealth that grows with every act of kindness, every moment of connection, and every step you take towards making the world a better place. As we wrap up our exploration of the parable of the talents, I want to leave you with this. The story doesn't end with the master rewarding his faithful servants. It's an invitation, a challenge to each of us to go and do likewise. We've been given so much, talents, resources, opportunities. Let's not take them for granted. Let's not bury them out of fear or complacency. Let's invest them wisely, generously, and courageously. Let's use them to make a difference in our own lives and in the lives of others. Go out there and multiply your talents. Share your harvest with the world. Be a blessing to others, and watch as the rewards come back to you in ways you never imagined, because that's what it means to truly live a life of abundance. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you are ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here is the bonus tip that we promised. You need to hear this if you're interested in financial wisdom. Ready for success? The parable of the talents? It's all about stewardship. The master gave his servants talents, expecting them to invest wisely. 2 servants doubled their talents, while 1 buried his. The lesson? Use your resources wisely and take calculated risks. Don't wait, start investing now. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos.